So I kind of want to start doing these types of videos again at the beginning of every week, kind of giving you guys an overview of what's coming to Diamond Dynasty. That way you guys can maybe make investments on the marketplace, you can stock up on cards, you can focus on a specific piece of content that's going to be more relevant this week, and overall just give you guys an understanding of what's happening in Diamond Dynasty. So if this is something you guys want to see every single week, just hit the like button on this video. That's the easiest way to let me know that this is something you guys want to see more of. And yeah, let's talk about what's coming in Diamond Dynasty this week. Oh, and just a little side note before we get too far into this. Obviously, MLB The Show has the power to just add things in however they see fit. So there's always the possibility of like a flash sale or some piece of content that they don't specifically announce beforehand. So obviously we're just going off what we know. So we're going to start it off with what's coming out on the 21st, which is Tuesday. There is going to be a brand new event. Roll the clip. The Future Looks Bright 1 event. That means there's probably going to be a second Future Looks Bright event. And as you guys can see, this is all about the young players in the game, the prospects, and now the future stars. Some of the rewards for the event you guys saw was at 25 wins, there is a Mariners prospect card, Logan Gilbert. At 40 wins, we finally have him, the Dodgers prospect card, Gavin Lux. We've been waiting for this guy. And then at 50 wins, a future stars card, Alec Boehm from the Phillies. So that event will start tomorrow, the 21st at noon Pacific. You can start playing your games, getting those cards, getting those event rewards. And once that event goes live, you will no longer be able to earn rewards from the Show Goes On event. So remember the rewards in here, there's 2 card specific rewards were the 86 Felix Hernandez and the 90 overall Brooks Robinson. These cards are still going to be available on the market. They are still sellable, but you will no longer be able to earn them through the gameplay. So take a look at where you are in the event today, see if you have a few more wins to go to get to whatever reward you're going for, and if you do, you might want to make it a point to play those last couple event games today before this goes away by tomorrow. Also, we know the event is going to be centered around prospect cards. That is going to be the main theme of the team build for this event. So you might want to stock up on some of these prospect cards. You might want to get a couple in your inventory because they possibly might go up in price. That way you guys might be able to make a little bit of a profit. But even if you don't have any of these diamond prospect cards, don't worry too much about this event because there are still plenty of free prospect cards you can get. There's 30 prospect cards literally just sitting in Team Affinity that you guys are going to be able to get. So if you go over to like the Pirates, for example, the 84 overall O'Neal Cruz, he's a fantastic prospect card, dude. Left-handed shortstop, he can play third, left, and right, 90 arm strength, 78 speed. He's also got 86 and 80 power. Like, this card is really good and he's free. Jahmai Jones from the Angels, good contact, 81 speed. He might be a nice little leadoff guy for you. Zach Collins from the White Sox is a great catcher, 91, 77 power with 75 arm strength. He can also play first base, a big left-handed bat. He's an easy one to pick up. So basically, just don't freak out if you don't have any of the diamond prospect cards because there are plenty you can pick up for free in Team Affinity, and you guys should be able to make a good team based off that. Also, they'll probably have it something along the lines of like prospect cards as well as like bronzes and commons or something like that, because obviously you got to fill up a 25-man roster. Not everybody has 25 prospect cards, so you should be able to make a decent team at the end of the day. So that event starts tomorrow. The next thing we have to talk about for tomorrow as well is a brand new Headliners pack.
We were born for this. Game time, frame of mind, got you on defense. I can't wait, no breaks, never on the fence. You're not just the best, but the best that you ever seen. You won't find you a better team, fulfilling all the dreams that you ever dreamed. We'll never leave. Fulfilling all the dreams that you ever dreamed. We'll never leave. You're not just the best, but the best that you ever seen.
95 overall Nick Madrigal is going to be the headliner for the set 12 coming out tomorrow around noon Pacific, around the same time as the event. And that's really interesting because we already have an 86 overall prospect Nick Madrigal, so we're getting one that's 9 points higher as a future star. And it's kind of crazy that this guy already has 2 diamond cards in this game. Now, there is a bit of confusion on what the difference between a prospect card and a future stars card is. In the past, the way future stars has worked is the player had to have like played at least 1 game and be approved by the MLBPA and all this stuff to be considered a future stars card in the game, which makes it weird because Nick Magical technically hasn't played in the league yet. He was probably going to be called up pretty quickly, but he hasn't played in the league yet. So I don't exactly know the major differences between the two. I don't know if they got approval from the MLB to use his likeness or the Players Association. And I know the reason the prospect cards are in the game is because MLB The Show now has the rights to use the full minors roster. I don't know if that has anything to do with how Future Stars works. Not totally sure. But either way, we are going to be getting another Nick Madrigal in headliners tomorrow. The third and final piece of content that we know of that's coming into the game tomorrow is going to be a brand new player program. He is going to live in this screen, and it's going to be a legend catcher. Now, I think the one that a lot of people want to see is probably Jorge Posada. There's also the possibility of Gary Carter, and then there's also the possibility of some other ones like Benito Santiago or Jason Kendall. So there's quite a few options on who this legend catcher is going to be, but if you want to make the community really happy, Jorge Posada, come on, give it to us. Switch hitting catcher with pop. Ooh. And hopefully whoever it is going to be able to get you some second inning program stars, because if you go back to the second inning program over here and you look at the dailies, the program is done in 10 days. This program is definitely a lot shorter than the first inning program was, so any stars that you can get is going to be helpful in getting the 300 if you're not there yet. Also, total side note, they really got to do something with this screen. They got to add some tabs or something, because this screen is going to start getting really busy really fast. I mean, we're already having to scroll a little bit and we're only a month into the game. This is really overwhelming for a lot of people coming into the game. They're like, what are all these cards? I don't even know how to get a lot of these cards, and it's a lot to look at. So if you go tab by tab, a prestige tab, an inning tab, a evolution tab, whatever it is, I think it'll make it a lot easier on a lot of people. But that's just a side note. That's my own opinion. So that's everything that's coming out on Tuesday. Now we're gonna go ahead and jump to Friday. Friday is gonna be really exciting because we are finally going to be getting Stage 2 of Team Affinity. And we already know a little bit about Stage 2. Let's take a look at this video. Dane Dunning Future Stars is going to be the card for the White Sox for the next Team Affinity stage, and every team is going to be getting a Future Stars card as their next player. It's kind of funny. They've been actually teasing this for a very long time. Some of you guys may have caught on to it. Some of you guys may haven't. I don't know. But if you go all the way over to the next thing, it says Stage 2 coming in the future. Little tease right there. So the Future Stars cards are going to be available at 120 points in the Team Affinity. So if you have not gotten whatever team you want to get to 70, you got to max that out, because you're not going to want to have to do more Stage 1 stuff when the new stuff comes out. Tomorrow, I am going to have a video kind of giving you guys some tips of mine on how to get more Team Affinity points. So if you're looking for a little bit of help with that, make sure to check the video that's going to be coming out later tomorrow. Also, in the comments, let me know your prediction for what your team's Future Stars card is going to be. I'm curious to see all the names that are going to be coming out here. And last but not least, another thing that is coming out on Friday, we are going to be getting the next installment of the April monthly awards program. So if you go over to your monthly awards, as you guys know, Stage 1 was Ryan Zimmerman, Stage 2 was Patrick Corbin. I hated those moments. For Stage 3, we're going to be getting another card at 75 points in this program. Hopefully it's a good one. Let me know if you guys have any predictions on this. I thought I heard people saying it was leaked, but I don't know. I haven't looked at the leak or whatever it is. I kind of want to be surprised. So 75 stars, we will be getting another monthly awards player. So make sure to keep up with this, man. It's only a little bit of moments each time. You just got to knock it out and then you're good for the rest of the time. You're going to want to get this card because you're not going to be able to get these awards down here at the end of the program unless you get Ryan Zimmerman, Patrick Corbin, and this guy at 75. So that's it. That's what we have to look forward to. So a quick recap on Tuesday, new prospect event, new headliner featuring Future Stars Nick Madrigal, as well as a legend catcher program. And then on Friday, we are getting the team affinity for all 30 teams for stage 2, and then we're also getting the next player of the month for April. So that is the content for the week. Feel free to make whatever investments you need to make on the market to stock up and be ready. Catch up on your team affinity points. Make sure you're up to date with the player of the month program. Hopefully this video helped you guys out. Like I said, if you want to see this every week so you guys can have an understanding, make sure to hit the like button. Easiest way to let me know that this is something you guys want to see. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. We're going to have a good week of content. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.